For years, the man in the mirror was exactly what the world expected to see. Sharp, successful, and entirely composed. But lately, the reflection feels like a stranger. Every morning, I put on the armor of a life I didn't choose. The corner office, the luxury sedan, the expensive suits. They were supposed to be the hallmarks of victory. Instead, they feel like the walls of a very comfortable, very gilded cage. I am suffocating in perfection. My mind drifts back to a time when my hands were never clean and my heart was never heavy. The smell of cedar and the rhythm of the saw. My grandfather taught me that wood has a soul if you listen. We built a birdhouse together that summer. It wasn't perfect, but it was real. It was mine. But reality intervened. Carpentry is a hobby, Nathan, they said. Law is a legacy. I traded the chisel for a pen. I traded the workshop for a library of cold, dead precedents. I became a master of words I didn't believe in, winning cases for people I didn't respect. At home, the performance continued. Jennifer loved the man I was pretending to be. I was speaking a language that wasn't mine. I was living a life designed by a committee. The air in the courtroom grew thin. The ink on the pages started to swirl, drowning me in black lines. I drove until the city disappeared, lost in a gray fog that mirrored the state of my soul. Then, I saw it. A modest sign. A smell of sawdust that cut through the mist like a memory. Walking inside was like stepping back into my own skin. The air was warm, thick with the scent of pine and oil. The owner looked at me. Not at my suit, not at my car. He looked at my eyes. You look like someone wearing someone else's life, he said. It was the truest thing anyone had ever told me. That night, the silence of my bedroom was deafening. I could see my grandfather's tools in the shadows. I realized that by chasing success, I had committed the ultimate betrayal. I had abandoned myself. I looked at my hands. Smooth, clean, useless. Then, I found it. At the bottom of a box, buried under years of neglect. The weight of the steel felt right. The dream isn't dead. It was just waiting for me to wake up. The next morning, Nathan told Jennifer the truth, that he was miserable, that he'd been living a life that looked right but felt wrong, that he couldn't do it anymore, couldn't keep pretending, couldn't keep carrying the weight of being someone he wasn't. Jennifer was devastated, then angry, then honest. She'd married the successful lawyer. Didn't know who Nathan was without the job, the money, the status. She'd built her life around his performance too. The divorce was quiet, civilized. Two people who'd been playing roles finally admitting the play was over. Nathan quit his job. His parents stopped speaking to him. His former colleagues thought he'd lost his mind. He opened a small woodworking shop, made a quarter of what he used to, worked with his hands until they ached, created furniture that people kept for generations, went home exhausted but whole in a way he'd never been in a suit. The first year was terrifying. He doubted everything, wondered if he'd made a mistake. But slowly, something changed. The panic attacks stopped. The gray fog lifted. Nathan started recognizing the man in the mirror. 2 years later, Nathan's mother visited. She walked through his small shop, touching the pieces he'd created. She cried. Nathan thought it was disappointment, but she told him she'd been wrong, that she saw something in his face. Peace. I wanted security for you, she said. I didn't realize I was asking you to trade your life for it. The weight of living someone else's life is heavier than any struggle you'll face living your own. You can carry it for decades. But your body knows. Your body keeps score. The panic attacks, the depression, the numbness. All of it screaming that you're living wrong. Responsibility to everyone else's expectations while abandoning yourself isn't noble. It's self-betrayal. And it's crushing you slowly. That career your parents wanted? It's not yours. That version of success society applauds? It's not yours. You're terrified of disappointing people, of losing status. But you're already losing something more important. Yourself. Put it down. The life that isn't yours. Put them down before they crush you completely. What you'll gain is irreplaceable. Yourself, your peace, your life, actually yours. Nathan lost everything that looked like success and found everything that felt like it. Pick up your own life. It's lighter than you think.